All right, I think we're good. All right, I think we're good. All right, guys. Welcome back to the fantasy season 2018-2019. It was a pretty crazy week. First recap, starting off strong. I know it kind of ebbed and flowed there for a little bit last year, but slowly getting the master of this little streaming thing, or to make it easier for me. So yeah, so a little bonus thing, got the scores going above if you want to just drown me out and do that. But yeah, hope we do just a quick little recap for y'all. First things first, so I know it's been kind of crazy, especially with the side pot and paying. I know a handful of y'all paid me already, but and I'll send this in the email too. But so yeah, so same as last year, $30 to play just the league, $20 optional for Colin, and I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, just PayPal or Google Wallet, the trade at Crawford forward. I'll send the email out. That's for me. There's a little bit of leniency there. Just try to get to me middle of next week. And then I'll have to be mean and start docking points. But yeah, PayPal or Venmo, or not Venmo, PayPal or G Wallet. Just trade out Crawford for at gmail.com. That'll be great. $30, please. For the optional people, look it up right now, but I won't. But yeah, handful. Actually, no, don't send that to me. Send that to Colin. $20 to Colin to play for that. The Eliminator Challenge. I know that's been a lot. There's been some hiccups with that joining with that. Because the first week we kind of caught up to us and like the whole system locked and it was nuts and we tried it and it was just a mess. So Colin's figured it out. Instead of inviting everybody by email, what we're going to do is, and I will try to walk people through this. Let's see if we can get this going. All right. So on the screen, if you do ESPN homepage, as soon as this loads in, internet is being pretty sketchy. So what we're going to do, it's if you go to Fantasy Eliminator Challenge, it's going to be similar to what we do with our March Madness pick. So it's this whole thing. I'm sure there'll be like a create entry thing. I already have mine up here. But what you do, once you get an entry made, it should be like add group, join group. What you're going to search for is it's on like Donkey Kong. If you click on it, it'll take you here. Oh my gosh, my picks. But yeah, so basically everything right here. Sorry, Colin, for the Giants. But yeah, so basically you add group here. There should be add group. It'll be up in this area over here. The password is bar31, all lowercase. You type that in, and you should do your entry first. So first thing you do is go to this Eliminator Challenge again under the Fantasy tab on the homepage. Eliminator Challenge. It'll take you to this homepage. Somewhere up here, it will be make my pick or create an entry, create it, and it's simple. Yeah, you just pick who's going to win each week. You can't use a team twice. I think we're going to do the best percentage throughout the season this year, so Chris doesn't win like week 3 because we really should have bet on that. But yeah, so do that. Search for it's on like Donkey Kong, and then bar31, all one word, all lowercase, and you should show up. You'll get a page like this. Worst case scenario, Colin will have to do that. So yeah, if you want to play, this is not required. Get that money sent in to Colin, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so I'll turn this off. Back to my pretty face. So we can go back to the games, even though, oh goodness, got off my page, my cheat sheet. So yeah, pretty crazy game. We had some pretty big scores. It's pretty tight games. I know Matthew and I were pretty tight. I think there were a few other ones. Yeah, Brennan and B-Wade, pretty tight there. But there's also pretty blowout, so we're just going to get right into it. Starting off with Matthew and I, that was pretty insane. Ended with a win there, 126 to 113. Really what saved me was the Panthers' defense, which is you don't really hear about that much. But here's a problem. For anyone for Atlanta folks, people with Atlanta players, and Matt, because he's a fan, Sarkisian looks horrible. Like, Atlanta's offense looked trash in the red zone. Like, I don't know. Like, Julio was targeted a million times. There's no other. Like, why did they even draft Calvin Ridley while he's on the field? I don't know. But basically got squeaked by. Alvin Kamara almost pulled it out for Matthew with 40 points. That was pretty nuts. Chargers defense, not so much. I think some defenses definitely, like Detroit's and some others, struggled this week. Hopefully they back. So I would advise everyone. So I'm happy I got the win here. So I didn't want to know if it feels great. But if you follow any kind of fantasy news, people are saying, oh my gosh, like burn your teams down, blah, blah, blah. Holy crap, it's week 1. Like, just breathe if you didn't have a good week and just see what happens this week. Um, God, I've seen so many people dropping. I'm waiting. Who's going to make the taco move in this league to drop someone good that I can scoop up? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but we will see. But just breathe, see what's going on this week. Yep, game tomorrow night. If you haven't done your eliminator, you want to do it, please do it like well before yesterday afternoon because it locks the funny times. I'll say that probably 5 more times during this video. But moving on to Riley and BMO, which has kind of been a fun little rivalry over the past year because Riley's usually, curb stomping everyone, putting up like 180 points. And BMO traditionally has started a little bit, but BMO's always been a thorn in the side of Riley, or pebble in the shoe, or however you want to say it. But starts out the win here. Riley, the Saints D, that got into a shooting match. That's almost minus double digits for Riley. That's never a good thing. So Chris Hogan for Riley also struggled. Katie has Chris Hogan in our other league, and she was using creative forms of cursing to express her displeasure with Chris Hogan's job. BMO going Saquon Barkley did not disappoint. I usually try to stay away from rookie running backs. That's just my personal thing. But yeah, that definitely paid off. We'll see how the Giants move forward with him. Lamar Miller looked good, even though Texans played pretty trash against the Patriots. Deshaun Watson looks a little hesitant to kind of come out and start firing. He's still nursing the ACL injury. But yeah, other than that, I'll do a quick scan. Aaron Rodgers, that's going to be a close one. Put up 35 points, but going to be close to watch. I expect Riley to bounce back pretty big here next week. I expect Chris Hogan to put up better numbers. I expect the Saints D to be better. Just kind of better all around. Definitely going to put up much higher than 65 points. So yeah, good job, BMO, starting off 1-0, getting the win, 120-65. Jumping to Matt and Steve. Steve jumps out. Gurley really pulled it out there in the second half Monday night, helping Matt. But Travis Kelce, that was kind of weird. We get down to Chris's game. But holy crap, did he go off. But Travis Kelce putting up an uncharacteristic 1.1 points. Other than that, like Matt did put up a respectable. All those other players put up pretty solid numbers. It was just Kelce, but you couldn't help Steve with Tyrod Taylor for Cleveland getting the tie. Best start since like 2014 or 13 or some stupid number. But yeah, Keenan Allen's back. He's not hurt in the preseason for once and forever. But I think look out for Steve's team is Derrick Henry. Dion Lewis is going to definitely take a chunk of Derrick Henry's workload. Going with a veteran. Definitely going to eat into those carries. So Derrick Henry might be an interesting one to watch. Rex Burkhead, a little dinged up. Solid performance for a Patriots running back, in my opinion. Redskins D, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're saying that. But yeah, Alex Smith and Redskins actually played pretty well. Because it is the Redskins and no one else really expects much. But again, good job to Steve. Getting a good, strong 1-0 start. Jumping to Colin and Chris. And yeah, here we go. It just dovetails nicely. So Chris with Tyreek Hill dropping almost 46 points. And he did. And he just went off and it was nuts. As soon as I was watching that game unfold, and it was just, I was like, man, whoever has them, their opponent's going to be bad news bears. And sure enough, Chris piped up in the G chat, and here we are. Chris with top score of the week, just shy of 159 points. I think his Colin put up respectable 97. I mean, that in the week was kind of relatively scores kind of up and down. That would have been competitive. But Doug Baldwin, ouch. Colin, I give you props. Doug Baldwin has burned me way too many times in the past. I stay away from him. But yeah, and even David Johnson kind of struggling. And is that Redskins vaunted D? I don't know. But yeah, David Johnson did not put up his big numbers for his average draft position or ADP. Y'all might hear me say that a lot. But Adam Vinatieri, the old man, still kicking well, 12 points. But if you take away Chris's Tyreek Hill, he still put up really respectable numbers. Andrew Luck is back. What is that? Andrew Luck appears to be back. Zeke Elliott, even though the Dallas offense looks terrible, Zeke still got his. And again, there it is, Dion Lewis for Tennessee, getting his share out of Derrick Henry, putting up just shy of 20 points. Brandon Cooks, fresh on the Rams, definitely pretty solid. Chris earned that top scorer of the week, definitely. Chris Boswell's a kicker. That was an interesting game. I think Big Ben had like 5 turnovers and stuff. I actually don't know who had him, but yeah. So yeah, even Chris even had some smackboard of suck it to Colin. But yeah, so Chris gets a big win. We'll see if he can keep the rally going, the offensive machine going. Next week, I'll do a quick recap of all the next matches up next week or this week, really tomorrow. I'm jumping to Will and Nick. Nick chasing Chris with 153 points. That auto draft team, Nick, paying off. We'll look into collusion here with the ESPN algorithms here shortly. If it keeps up, but yeah, looking at what Will again, like kind of what Colin did. I mean, the upper 90s. That, depending on your matchup, that would have been competitive. Tom Brady got his definitely. Kareem Hunt, which started off fire last year, struggled definitely, only 5 points. Jimmy Graham and Green Bay. Man, Green Bay looks like a hot mess. I know Aaron Rodgers went down, but we'll see if they can right the ship. I'm sure they will. Just getting some games up. Crabtree did well with Baltimore. He got some late game love, but yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. Nick put up big numbers where you didn't think he would. Matthew Stafford, 11.6. Yeah, the Jets Lions game was bad for anyone else. Marshawn Lynch got his. He had that pretty solid touchdown run. But look at his scores, like Isaiah Crowell. I mean, really? I mean, never thought I would get. He had that one long run. I think that's what shot his points up. But he looked good, and he burned me one too many times. I drafted him a few years ago, and it was awful. I hate him. We'll never draft him again. But yeah, look at Chris Thompson getting 20 points. When's the last time a Washington running back got 20 points? That's a long time. And even drops McGee, Mike Evans, without Jameis the Rapist, putting up 31 points. That was solid. Nick, you might want to work the waiver wire real quick with Greg Olsen. He's pretty banged up. We walk around in a boot. So you might want to tend to that if you want to be with a tight end this weekend. Ravens D looks solid. That helped Nick a lot. And Justin Tucker, the kicker, got a lot. I mean, I think, yeah, Nick, other than Greg Olsen, who got hurt, was in solid double digits for everyone else. Definitely lends to that 153 second place scoring this week. Oh, and for the final matchup this week, we had Brennan and B-Wade. Unlike Hernandez. Okay, just saw that. Awesome. All right, but yeah, this was pretty high scoring. B-Wade gets the win here, but Brennan with 117 points is nothing to sneeze at as well. Again, depending on your matchup, that would have gotten you a W, depending on who you got matched up with this week. Doing a quick recap of this. Cam looked good. Panthers' offense looks a little shaky, but they got it done versus Dallas. I'm sure they'll do it. Melvin Gordon, solid pick. Tevin Coleman beat Devontae Freeman out again, like that. Got the touchdown, which I know helped. Yeah, Sarkisian and the Falcons' red zone offense looks interesting, to be nice about it. But yeah, Kerryon Johnson struggled. Looked great. I know Steve had some bets against him. I think that fell short, but looked great. And the few touches he had, just the game script was not there for him. Detroit was always from behind trying to pass. OBJ bouncing back with a good, solid opening game. Allen Robinson getting out of Jacksonville and putting up decent numbers. And then with Eagles D and Zerline, the kicker, doing pretty well. Again, jumping over to Brennan. Again, not a terrible performance. So Brennan had Big Ben, and he still managed 15 points. And he, gets like 4 or 5 turnovers back. That's really close to tying or winning. Like that's a really close game. Dalvin Cook, Minnesota had that game in hand. Latavius Murray ate into that a little bit, but I still think Dalvin Cook definitely the workhorse going forward. Nelson Aguilar started out strong, ended with 9.4. He'll probably do more. Michael Thomas going off. That's not a big surprise so much on the for those who follow the Saints. 32 points. Jordy Nelson, yeah. Derek Carr, man, the Oakland receivers. Yeah, Derek Carr is pretty shaky, and he was throwing lights out. If you said. Who else? Kyle Rudolph. Yes, Kyle Rudolph. I think he'll be a good target going forward as a tight end. Very touchdown dependent, but he gets those looks in the red zone. So hopefully continue being good things for him. So that about wraps it up. Congrats to those starting out with a win. If we jump ahead real quick to this week. Starting off, Steve and I going head-to-head on that. I think I should predict to win that, but we'll see. Still shaky. I never trust a team. We got Matt and Riley. That's always a good match. BMO and Colin. BMO looking to start 2-0, maybe for the first time ever. We'll see. But we got Chris and Will. That'll be good. Matthew and B-Wade. That'll be strong. That looks, let's see, I think Matthew is projected to win by 0.1 points. That'll be spicy. We'll see what comes there. And we got Nick and Brennan, Nick's auto-drafted team. Big offensive power. Got to look out. So, yeah, that's all I got. Thank y'all. Be sure to pay me middle of next week. Then I won't have to get mean. But, yeah, I think a lot of y'all have done it already. So, thank you. Please go back through the video tutorial for the Eliminator. If you have any problems, please let me or Colin know, and we'll try to get it figured out. So, that being said, good week 1. Good luck this week. Thanks, guys.